All right, let's start by calling a meeting to order and pledge allegiance to the flag. Dan, would you lead us?
Yep. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
to the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands,
one
one nation under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Russ is frozen in the loop position. Okay.
Okay, I'm back again. Ready for roll call?
Yes, roll call, please.
Post,
Here.
Underhill,
here.
White,
Here.
Michaelak,
Here.
Zambito.
Here.
Would someone move to, or Sharon, would you read resolution 194, please?
Did she hear you?
I think she's frozen.
Oh, she's frozen. My glasses over there? I don't see. Can't find my damn glasses.
Uh-oh.
Now we lost
her.
Yeah. Here we're
Yeah, there's something going on with.
She totally lost.
Yeah.
Go ahead with 194, Greg.
Oh,
You want to wait for a few minutes?
let's wait a minute and see if Sharon can get back on.
Oh, she's coming back now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, let's just
Here she comes.
I'm getting a message again, so we might end up losing me again.
Sharon.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Sharon, and we're all experiencing a little hitch in our get along here.
That's okay. I thought maybe it was us because our lights just went out.
Yeah, I think it's there's some issues across the region. I believe I think all of us have experienced some hesitation and reduction in service here. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to finish?
Yeah, if we didn't hear you start, so we just read resolution 194.
Purchase surplus equipment from the town of Oakfield, wax trailer and locator. Whereas the town of Oakfield declared a wax trailer and locator as surplus equipment, and whereas the town of Oakfield Town Board authorized the sale of the wax trailer to the town of Batavia at a cost of $40,000 and a locator at a cost of $1,000. Now therefore be it resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes the purchase of a wax trailer, VIN number 1E9PT151-4GC97067 at a cost of $40,000 and a locator, serial number 303090 at a cost of $1,000 from the town of Oakfield. And be it further resolved, the expenditures will be appropriated from SS 18020.200, SS 28120.200, and SW 8340.200. So moved.
Hey, you know that?
Zambito, second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
White,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Dan, resolution 195, please.
Resolution to introduce proposed local law number 1 of 2021 and to schedule a public hearing. Whereas the town board of the town of Batavia, New York desires to consider adopting legislations to a moratorium on solar energy systems by local law, also known as Town of Batavia Local Law Number 1, 2021. Now therefore be resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Batavia, New York, that a proposed local law number 1 of 2021 entitled a local law establishing Town of Batavia moratorium on solar energy systems, which proposed local law is now in the final form as it appears by a copy thereof hereof attached, be the same hereby as introduced for adoption, and be it further resolved that the said proposed local law be laid upon the desks of the members of this town board on this date and remain the copy thereof be kept on file in the office of the town clerk until January 20th, 2021, and that a public hearing to be held before this town board on the 20th day of January 2021 at 7 p.m. at the Batavia Town Hall, 3833 West Main Street Road, Batavia, New York, on advisability and enacting the proposed local law. And be it further resolved that a copy of the said proposed local law be mailed to each member of the town board not in attendance at the meeting, and a post-paid property addressed and secure envelope in a post box within the town of Batavia, New York, not less than 10 calendar days executive of Sunday, excluding Sunday, prior to the date of the said public hearing, and be it further resolved that the town clerk shall cause notice of said public hearing to be published once in the Batavia or the Daily News at least 5 days prior to the date of the said public hearing, which notice shall contain the time and place of the said hearing, the title and the purpose thereof, as well as a statement, a copy of said proposed local law on file in the town clerk's office. So moved.
Second.
Second.
Michaelak.
Discussion?
Is that gonna be in the town hall, or are we gonna have to do that Zoom?
I believe we're gonna have to do a Zoom unless things get better. And we'll be taking trainings after the first of the year and trying to work with IT to make sure that we have a fair and robust opportunity for anyone that wishes to comment on this. And it's possible that this public hearing may very well be extended, but this is the beginning of a process that was intended to have been done 9 months ago during the calendar year 2020, but was taken off the slate, and as well as a number of planning, zoning, and comp plan updates with the budget cuts that we made to stop all unnecessary spending. So this is the first in the batch, and to try to regain some of our timeline. This moratorium is proposed essentially to give us an opportunity to hear from the community on the address they're proposing to make any changes or recommendations to any changes to the existing solar law to address things that have evolved over the last 5 years. As you know, this took place over almost a 2-year period of time and then was adopted 5 years ago. It's been 7 years since we've started a new address to this. If there's any other questions from the board? Roll call, please.
Got on mute,
Underhill?
Teresa. Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Resolution number 196, resolution to declare lead agency. Whereas the town board has introduced local law number 1 of 2021, which proposes to establish a moratorium on solar energy systems. And whereas the town board is the only agency that will be approving or directly undertaking an action, now therefore be it resolved, the town board of the town of Batavia, New York shall be declared the lead agency with regard to an environmental review pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act. And it shall prepare a short environmental assessment form for this type 2 action, and be it further resolved that the town board shall take all other steps necessary to complete the environmental review assessment. So moved.
Second, Dan Underhill.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Post,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Resolution 197, Patricia.
Resolution to rescind resolution number 126 of 2020, resolution to approve a 7th amended joint assessment service agreement with the towns of LeRoy and Pavilion. Whereas resolution 126 of 2020 was adopted to enter into an amended 7th joint assessment services agreement with the towns of LeRoy and Pavilion, and whereas the agreement was never entered into as further amends were needed, now therefore be it resolved by the town board of town of Batavia, New York, that resolution number 126 of 2020, entitled resolution to approve a 7th amended joint assessment services agreement with the towns of LeRoy and Pavilion is hereby rescinded. So moved.
Zambito, second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. And finally, Chad, resolution 198.
Hang on, my computer is moving awful slow at the moment.
No, you're just really fast.
Again, I'll keep my comments to myself. Resolution to approve a 7th amended joint assessment service agreement with the towns of LeRoy and Pavilion. Whereas the town of LeRoy, hereinafter LeRoy, the town of Pavilion, hereinafter Pavilion, the town of Batavia, hereinafter Batavia, enter into a contract entitled Towns of Batavia, LeRoy, and Pavilion Joint Assessment Service Agreement dated January 23rd, 2014. Whereas all 3 towns desire to continue this relationship, allowing Batavia to provide assessment services to LeRoy and Pavilion. Whereas Batavia has determined that it continues to have the ability to provide these services by continuing to make available part-time personnel to assist Batavia Town Assessor. And whereas the Batavia Town Assessor and any other personnel employed by Batavia will continue during the term of this agreement fully qualified as required by law to provide assessment services. Now therefore be it resolved by the town of Batavia, New York, the proposed 7th amended town of Batavia, LeRoy, Pavilion Joint Assessment Service Agreement, a copy of which shall be annexed hereto, made part of the town board minutes, is hereby approved, and the town supervisors authorized and directed to sign this agreement on behalf of the town of Batavia. Be it further resolved, the town supervisors hereby authorized and directed to use town funds for compensation expenses necessary to implement the agreement, not to exceed the total sum of $51,400, which is the amount to be paid by town of LeRoy, town of Batavia pursuant to this agreement, with a contribution from the town of Pavilion remitted to the town of LeRoy. So moved.
Second, Sharon White.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Will someone move to adjourn?
So moved.
Dan Underhill, second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Thank you all for coming in this evening and finishing up the year's business.
Well, let me know how it ends up.
Anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to call me. The best way to get a hold of me is on my cell phone. And if I don't see you before New Year's Day, enjoy the rest of this year. Take satisfaction in,
So,
yeah, we'll take some satisfaction in being active participants in probably the most difficult year of administration and small government in the history of the town of Batavia. This surpasses anything that I could have imagined anybody would have had to do.
That's for sure.
And then it continues as this evolves. The stress and the anxiety and the tension related with all the decisions you are all asked to make and work on every single day and every night. This permeation of responsibility weighs heavily on all of your shoulders. I do appreciate the continued efforts and support and congratulate yourselves. Things are really in good shape for this community and it's due to your efforts. Thank you all for everything that you do.
Well,
And you
thank
guys
you.
enjoy.
Thank you too, Greg.
Have a great, happy New Year's. And we'll be back.
Organizational meeting, January 6th, Teresa?
That is correct.
Okay.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
7.
Yes.
Are you planning on having a work session
Yeah.
before then?
No work session.
Okay, just a meeting at 7.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, that'll go out tomorrow. I'll get that out to you guys.
No problem. Just wanted to
Wonderful.
make sure.
Thanks for all your hard work too, Tressa. It's not
Okay.
been-
Yes, very
it's been
much.
All employees, I want to give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Our employees went over and above this year.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
There's no question about that. I've been on the phone with them all day today. There's been a whole bunch of stuff coming through and everybody that's on vacation and taking time off, every single person picks up the phone regardless of their status and digs in and solves problems. And I can't tell you how valuable that is to this community.
Mhm.
So,
Thank you.
and if anybody needs anything, call me. So
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
I wish you a
Hey,
great,
good evening,
safe,
everyone.
happy evening.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Bye-bye.
Year.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
Bye.
to all.
Be safe.